Hi everyone, welcome to week 7 of distance learning. Your learning intention for Monday and Tuesday is to identify the consequences of allowing body temperature to get too high or too low, not getting enough rest and energy, and being too warm or cold. Your agenda is on the left, and the work due by next class is on the right. And a few announcements. If you want to retake your quizzes on natural phenomena, please email me before the end of this week. Secondly, you will be assigned an open note quizzes on Wednesday or Thursday, and it'll be on homeostasis and feedback. And then your upcoming work due on September 24 are the 3 ed puzzles I posted last Thursday. So if you go to Google Classroom, click on classwork, underneath ed puzzle for review, you have an assignment here called Living Things and Body Systems. There are 3 assignments there. It should take you 20 minutes to do all of them. You have a little bit over a week and a half to complete that on your own time. Okay, so this is where the video instructions will go. It will be uploaded as a YouTube video, so you can click on closed captions if you'd like subtitles with this video. So make sure you work on your check-in for today by clicking on this link. And then afterwards, you're going to, in this blue box, describe what you notice and wonder about the phenomenon on the right-hand side of the slide. You can click on present for a better view. And what do you notice about this image, and what do you wonder? And then remember to write a self-check number based on how well you're understanding what a phenomenon is and how well you're able to describe what's going on here. Your driving question for this unit is, what's going on inside of me? And today we're going to hone into what a marathon runner has to do to complete a marathon without injuries, right? How do you get how do you have a successful marathon? A marathon is 26.2 miles of running. And how do you do this successfully without getting injured? As you can see, injuries are pretty common. And so the next slide, we have a few hints, right? So you're going to need some sort of temperature control, right? So when it's too hot outside, you might want to throw some water on you, or if it's too cold, layer up. You're going to need some sort of fuel with you, some sort of food. So that's what these images here are of. And then this last one here is an image of water, because you'll need to be hydrated. So if you go to the speaker notes, you'll see that a marathon runner would need to think about hydration. Do I have enough water? Fuel, do I have enough food for energy? Temperature, will I be warm enough or too warm? And then energy, do I have enough energy to run at a fast pace, or do I need to slow down a bit? And so as you think about this phenomenon of marathon running and preparing for it and how to avoid injuries and fainting and whatnot, you are going to think about this gizmos, part 2. So in the speaker notes here, if you want more, you can explore another simulation by clicking on this link. But I will leave that for you to do if you are so interested. So here is the slide that gives you instructions for the gizmo regarding week 7. So you're going to go to week 7 and click on the week 7 gizmo, human homeostasis part 2. Remember to turn in your assignment, otherwise I will not look at it. And you should find this handout, and it talks to you about thermoregulation and how it's a process in which a steady temperature is maintained inside the body. Some responses to temperature changes, such as sweating and shivering, are involuntary. That is, that they occur automatically. Other actions, such as exercising or putting on clothes, are voluntary responses because they're things that we have to think about doing. So you're going to play the gizmo. And my question for you is, how good are you at thermoregulation? You're going to click on play, And after an hour, the air temperature will start to fluctuate. It'll start to increase and then decrease. Your goal is to try to maintain a steady body temperature by manipulating the exercise level, sweat level, body position, and clothing. You might want to pause occasionally to give yourself time to think, and you'll have to click on drink water or eat food to avoid dehydration, or in other words, the lack of water, and low blood sugar. If the fatigue level, how tired you are, gets too high, you'll have to rest. And so your goal is to maintain a stable body temperature for 10 hours if you can. So after 10 hours have passed, if you can survive that long, you're going to select the graph tab and take a screenshot of your graph and paste it here on the right. And you're going to describe here what that graph shows. So if I go to the simulation, and I personally, I want to see what will happen if I start out kind of slow. And you can see the sugar level decreasing, the water level decreasing. She's getting a little bit tired. She's getting a little tired. You can feed. We're at 3 hours now. I'm going to pause it, go to the graph. Notice this is decreasing a little bit. Okay. And so we're going to try to maintain this body temperature, this purple line, pretty stable up here. Okay. And so we can, drink more water, eat a little bit more food, and then we're almost at 10 hours. Let's see how the graph is doing. Okay, pretty stable. Here's the air temperature. It's fluctuating. It's going up and down. I see sugar level is decreasing, and so is water again. She's getting pretty tired. We're almost at 10 hours. We made it to 10 hours and 10 minutes. She's almost extremely tired, about to be finished. So I stopped this in the nick of time. If I had kept this going, she may have fainted. So in order to take a screenshot of this, I could maybe click on this there, and then there's my screenshot. I can right click and copy this image, and I can paste it by clicking on Control V on my laptop, and I'm going to decrease the size. I'm going to click on it, and instead I'm going to move it so that I can click on wrap text, because the default was here in line. I want it to wrap around the text so that it fits nicely right there. And then that's basically what you want. You're going to type here what your graph shows right here, and you're going to keep going. You're going to describe the advantages and disadvantages of the model of human homeostasis. What ways was this model realistic? What factors are not included in the model? And then you're going to type a few vocab words. What do these things mean? And then sentences that reveal the meaning of this word. When you're finished with the gizmo, you're going to work on your exit ticket. You're going to just say what you like the most about the gizmo and what was the most challenging part. All right, let me know if you have questions. I'll talk to you later.